Good morning, Foxes. I finally got 92 agility a while ago and was able to do floor 5 of the Hallowed Sepulchre. So I figured I'd put together a full Hallowed Sepulchre guide featuring how to pass floors 1 through 5. You'll want to wear full graceful and keep a Ceredoman item on you. I chose the Holy Blessing. We will not be looting any coffin except the Grand Hallowed Coffin, as the drop tables are horrible until floor 4 and 5. If you wish to loot floor 4, bring 2 vampire dusts unless you have the Hallowed symbol, where you will only need to sacrifice 1 vampire dust instead. Floor 1 has 2 layouts. The first layout starts with wizards. Here you're going to wait for them to fire, then run into the middle safe marker. Wait for them to fire, then run out. Next is a sword. It's currently going back to the guy, so I'm gonna wait for it to be thrown, then run out behind it. Then it's a single arrow. Watch for which statue it's coming from, then move up closer to them, making small steps so you can easily change tiles quicker, then run to the stairs. Hop over. Make sure to activate the magic obelisk to refill your run energy. You cannot do this if you didn't bring a Ceredoman item. Floor 1, but layout 2. This one starts with an arrow, so run up, watch the statues, and move with small clicks through to the wizards. Once you're at the wizards, wait for them to get done firing, then move to the next tile marker. Wait, then move again. Wait one last time, then run down the stairs. Hop over and activate the obelisk. Floor 2 has 4 layouts. Floor 2, layout 1. This one will start having to jump across pillars to the other side. This leads to a short distance single arrow. So watch the statues and move quickly through. Then it's a sword. You can see that it was being thrown while we were running to it. I know there's enough time because it hasn't reached the end and it always pauses before coming back, so run through and down the stairs. Next is teleport squares. Just click the top to run through. Most of the time the portals won't be lit. If it happens to light under you, don't worry, there's enough time. At the wizards, wait for them to fire, then run to the next marker. Wait again, then run out and hop across. Activate the obelisk. Floor 2, layout 2. This layout starts with a single arrow. Navigate it accordingly. Then it's small teleport squares into a sword. Run through the unlit teleports. The sword is being thrown out, so we are gonna run behind it. Then run down the stairs. The last obstacle here is single arrows, so watch the statues and move through it. Then hop over and activate the obelisk. Floor 2, layout 3. This layout starts with a sword, so you'll wait for it to return, then run up and out. Then you'll face teleport squares. Choose a path that's not lit up and run through. Next is wizards, so wait for them to fire, then move to the next marker. Wait again and run through and down the stairs. Now there's another sword, so we'll wait for it to return, then run before it's sent out again. Hop over and activate the obelisk. Floor 2, layout 4. This one will start with wizards, so wait for them to fire, then run. Wait, then run out. Next is single arrows. Navigate through this quickly. Now this leads us to teleport squares. Choose an unlit path and run through, then down the stairs. More wizards. Wait, run. Wait again, then run to the next set of wizards. Wait for them to fire, then run through and hop over. Activate the obelisk. Floor 3 has 2 layouts. I've labeled them from the left and right side. The layout 1 will be the right side. This starts with the first double arrow obstacle. You'll need to be extra cautious now. Keep your smaller moves and navigate through. Then it's wizards. Wait for them to fire, then run through. Next is the first double obstacle, teleport squares and a sword. Wait till the sword comes back, then click the far tile marker to run through the teleport squares and beat the sword. Then it's the double arrows again. Small moves, watch the statues. Now once the sword is thrown out, run behind it and across, then down the stairs. Double arrows and wizards. This last obstacle can be tricky, but very easy once you've got the rhythm down. Check out my full Floor 3 guide for help if this is still giving you trouble. Wait for a set of arrows to go by, then stand on the first set of tile markers. Watch for the arrows and the wizards to fire. Once you know you're not going to get hit by the arrows, you can run as soon as the fires start to die from the wizards. Once at the second set of markers, move for the arrows, then wait for the fire to die down again and run the rest of the way out. You can go to the left or right, it doesn't matter. Hop over and activate the obelisk. Floor 3, left side. This one starts with wizards. These wizards alternate, but the run distance is short, so just wait, then run. Repeat on the second set. Wait for the sword to be sent out and run behind it. Then it's double arrows and teleport squares. Dodge the arrows and pick an unlit path and move across the square. Then dodge arrows and move across to the next square. Continue in this fashion until you're out. Then wait for the sword to be thrown out and follow behind it to the wizards. You'll have to wait for the wizards closest to you to have fired before moving into the next marker, then wait for the others to fire before running through and down the stairs. This is the same obstacle from the last layout. Wait for arrows to pass, move to the tile markers. Dodge arrows, then wait for the fires to go down and run to the middle markers. Dodge arrows again, then wait for the fire to die down and continue down. Hop over and activate the obelisk. Floor 4 has 2 layouts. The first one starts with a set of wizards. Wait for them to fire, then move in. Wait again, then run through. Now we're faced with lightning for the first time. Just run through. Wizards and a sword can be slightly tricky. So what you'll do is wait for the sword to be thrown out, and right as it's passing you, you're going to click one of the far tile markers, which will lead you through this obstacle unharmed. Now, double arrows. Watch the statues, take small steps, and navigate through. Then run down the stairs. Here's our first obstacle containing 3 lightning, teleport squares, and a sword. So here we're going to ignore everything except the sword. Wait for the sword to come back, then run before it's sent out again. You can run all the way or try to hit a blue teleport at the end. Then run around to double arrows and teleport squares. Like before, dodge the arrow, then move across an unlit path. Dodge arrows, then move. Continue until you're through. On the smaller teleports, make sure to choose a blue teleport or an unlit one to pass it. Here is where you'd loot the floor 4 coffin if you brought vampire dust. Remember, time keeps counting while you loot the coffin. Next, pass through the gates and activate the obelisk. The second layout starts with lightning. Just run through. Then it's sword and teleport squares. Wait for the sword to come back, then run through. You can run the entire way or get a blue portal to teleport you ahead. Now it's double arrows and teleport squares. Again, dodge arrows, then move across the set of squares. Repeat until out. Now, we are at tricky wizards, so wait until the wizards closest to you isn't firing but the others are. When they get done, run to the next tile marker. Wait, then run. You'll need to be a bit quicker with your clicks, making sure you start running as their fire is dying out. Wait again, then run to the double arrows and teleports. Navigate through this while dodging the arrows. Hitting a blue teleport can help, but it's not necessary. Just run past the lightning while dodging arrows. Run down the stairs. Now it's double arrows and a sword. Here we're going to try and time the arrows with the sword. So wait till the sword comes back, then dodge the arrows as you run out. Keep dodging until you get to the teleport squares, then stand on a lit one so you'll teleport past the sword's distance. Then dodge the arrows a couple more times till you're out. Choose an unlit path and run through. Again, here you can loot the floor 4 coffin if you brought vampire dust. The timer keeps counting down. Then run through the gate and activate the obelisk. Floor 5 is the last floor of the Hallowed Sepulchre, and it's the most challenging by far, but that doesn't mean it's impossible even if it might feel like it. Thankfully, Floor 5 only has one layout, but it is long, so don't be deterred if you can't make it to the end before the timer runs out. Just keep at it and you'll be a pro in no time. The first obstacle will be wizards. You'll need to stop halfway through as they span a long distance. I wait after every fire, then move. The next obstacle is a sword and teleports. So here, you'll want to wait for the sword to be sent out, and as it's passing, you'll run to the middle row of teleports and wait. Once you see it coming back, run to the active teleport to teleport past and keep moving on. It may seem like a waste of time to wait, but I assure you there is very little to no time between reaching the third teleport strip and the sword. Now you're faced with double arrows and teleports. Take it one block of teleports at a time and dodge the double arrows. I like to avoid teleporting here if I can. Next is wizards again. You'll want to run when the closest wizards just get done firing. You can run straight through the lightning here. Even if you take a hit or two, you're still fine on time. Wait till the closest ones are done firing, then run to the first tile marker. You can ignore the second tile marker here and run straight out after they fire the second time. But if you are having trouble making that second longer distance, you can use that second tile marker to avoid the second blast of fire to make it out. Then you'll face the sword and single teleports. This one can be difficult. You can use the same strategy as before by running after it's sent out and using a teleport to jump past it, or you can run out ahead and use the teleport to jump forward enough to spam click to the right for safety. The second method is much harder as you can't clearly predict where your character will teleport to be able to click to safety immediately. Now it's double arrows, lightning, and teleport pads. I usually forget the lightning exists and only worry about the arrows and teleports. Here you'll adjust to your arrows first, then make your move across the teleports. So arrow, teleports. Keep moving in this fashion until you're out. This next obstacle is by far the hardest, but super simple once you figure it out. It just takes a bit of timing and paying attention. Here, you not only have double arrows, you have wizards and lightning. The tile markers indicate who's firing and where it's safe to stand. So if the yellow wizards are firing, the red tile markers are safe, and if the red wizards are firing, the yellow markers are safe. But it might be easier to just remember that if the red is actively firing, when they get done, stand on a red tile, same for the yellow. So you'll start by adjusting to the arrows first, then see which wizard is firing. In this case, the red starts firing, which means that the red tiles will be safe when they're done firing. So we will move to our safe tile once they are done. Watch the arrows now, adjust while the yellow fire. Then run through the lightning to the 4 wizards that make a square. Make sure one isn't actively firing and pass through. Adjust for arrows during this. Run through the lightning, adjust for oncoming arrows. Now watch to see who is firing, red or yellow again. It's yellow, so we know the yellow tile will be safe once they stop firing. Run to the safe tile markers and adjust for the arrows. Wait for the wizards and then run past them. Adjust for arrows one more time before running out and to the left. If you have enough time, you can stop for the coffin, but I just run to the Grand Hallowed coffin at the end. Make sure to refill your run energy and go loot that coffin. If you didn't make it with enough time left, that's okay. It took me quite a few tries to make it with time left over, but you got this, Foxes. Alright guys, that's all the floors in Hallowed Sepulchre. Now go out and get that agility stat up. Till next time, Foxes. If you like my videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, every like and comment helps me reach more people. If you'd like to contribute to me and my channel, consider becoming a channel member, where you'll receive cool perks and help me to continue to make cool content. If you haven't been to my store yet, consider visiting. It has hoodies, shirts, stickers, and more. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Foxes.